Call to order. Roll call. Write down who's here.
Yes,
Do we have a check-in sheet?
we
Thought we did.
have two members missing, Ms. Sandra Sartuche and Mr. Manuel Sanchez Jr.
Who's the second one?
Manuel Sanchez Jr.
Okay. Pledge of allegiance.
Stand. Raise flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Swearing in of the commission members. Let me have to do her thing.
I gave y'all a copy if y'all want to follow along with me. I promise I'll go slow. The big part is where it lists the title of position. It's so if y'all want to say all of that, City of Coachella Charter Commission member. But y'all can read off of y'all's paper if y'all want. So whenever
Which
y'all
one?
are ready.
Which
The,
one?
did I do?
Yeah, we have two of them.
Oath of office, is that it?
Yeah, statement of officer and oath of office. Office and this other, statement. Yeah. So I believe we're gonna do the oath of office.
Yeah.
Where did we do that?
You know, I think you did, but you know, just that I brought all the water from last
Okay.
year and
So whenever y'all are ready, if y'all want to stand, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I do
Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I have not directly or indirectly
that I have not directly or indirectly
paid, offered, promised to pay,
paid, offered, promised to pay,
contributed, or promised to contribute
contributed, promised to contribute
any money or thing of value,
any money, thing of value,
or promised any public office or employment
promised any office or employment
for the giving or withholding of a vote
for the giving or withholding of a vote
at the election at which I was elected,
at the election of which I was elected,
or as a reward to secure my appointment or confirmation,
or as a reward to secure my appointment or confirmation,
whichever the case may be,
whichever the case may be.
so help me God.
So help me God.
The next one, there's another one.
We can roll them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will execute the duties
of the office of City of Coachella Charter Commission member
of the City of Coachella Charter Commission
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and to the best of my
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state,
and of this state.
so help me God.
So
Y'all can sign them. Does anybody need a pen? And if you all want continuity,
Item is discussion and possible action on the selection of a chairman and designation of alternate commission members. Any volunteers? Got any volunteer, Jacob?
I'll be more than happy to volunteer. Yeah.
Not if anybody else wants to do it, let it be known.
I would love one.
Yes, please.
We elect Jacob Hearn as the chairman of this committee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it,
Sir. You won't.
You might as well take over.
I'll copy that. Workshop meeting. The Charter Commission will conduct a workshop meeting to discuss and work on the proposed home rule charter for the city of Cotulla. The Charter Commission will accept public input and provide an opportunity for citizens attending the meeting to be heard. So, kind of,
On the last one, to select the alternate commission members,
oh, yeah.
we can delay that if you want to do it later, but,
We do need a
That's-
vice chairman, if y'all want to go ahead and do that.
oh, it didn't say that. Yes, Chairman.
Well, I'd like to nominate you.
I second that. Does anybody else be second, Chairman?
and that's just in the case that you can't ever make the meeting.
That'd be nice, yeah, that's true.
So
So-
we had Jacob as chairman, sorry.
You want to vote on it?
Absolutely. I second it. All those that say aye?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, E.T.
If anybody's opposed, you're welcome to do it yourself.
So on the designation of alternate commission members, yeah, I know that we're missing two for the day, that are regular commission members so how did that work last go around? Was it some people that were here?
Deanna said we didn't really have alternates, everybody came and
Gave their input, yeah.
we didn't keep them from voting or anything.
Well, that'll work. Then I see no reason to appoint them alternate then. Appoint anybody alternate at the time being. So we can move on to item number 6, the workshop meeting. And as I just read, we'll conduct a workshop meeting to discuss and work on the proposed home rule charter for the city of Cotulla. It states in here that the Charter Commission will accept public input and provide an opportunity for citizens attending the meeting to be heard. None have shown up. So has everybody had, how much has everybody gotten to read into this thing? Have y'all been able to have a chance at all to read it? Okay.
The question, is this the one that was done by the previous one?
Yes,
Or is
that
this
was the
just
final
correct?
one. That was the final one that was
The final.
approved, yeah.
This is the one that did not pass that we have.
Yes.
Right.
So that one already has all the corrections that the first
Yes, so.
board made.
So
We started on the first one with a draft stamp, and that's why I asked the question. I didn't know if we were gonna start with a draft or not. So it took a lot of work to get through the draft.
So yeah, because y'all guys had to, it was only draft, so everything, almost everything in here came exclusively from the previous commission then. And so the good news is that a lot of the hard work has been laid out for us already. But, absolutely.
Because there was. Okay, and I'm new with this, so I'd rather hear from all of you. Is this thing, as I said, it probably stay the same because it is a benefit to them. So were there any changes? I mean, I'm not saying yes or no because I haven't read it, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I mean, were there any changes to this one from the previous one or?
The
or it
draft,
Stayed the same?
She's asking about a standing charter. We
yeah,
talked about
no,
this earlier.
yeah, the draft that was initially given to us, in reality, I think the only thing that changed from the draft that y'all made was payment to council for their time at the meetings, to council and the mayor. I know you all haven't had time to go through it, but if you take the time to read it, it's really all the stuff that's already in place now. It's just put in a charter.
I think one of the things that we addressed was the moratorium, because some of the people had to wait
Yes.
like 5 years in order to be able to apply for a job. So in essence, we were losing some of the good people, losing them to some other city and whatnot,
Yeah, I read.
or other government. And so we changed that moratorium, I think, to 1 year.
That's what I had read was 1 year on.
And what he's talking about, a moratorium, that was from what, somebody that served as a councilman couldn't work as an employee for 5 years?
Right.
And we changed that to 1 year, because, you know, Catula's a small town and not many workers.
Right.
And we didn't want it to be a political thing, that he couldn't work for the city for 5 years, just because he happened to be a councilman
Right.
for 2 or 4 years. It was little things, but to set your mind at ease, we will still go through this that she gave us, word for word, word by word, and note sentence by sentence, and see if you agree with it or not, and we can change it here.
Do we want to go ahead and start on exactly that?
I was just asking, because I haven't read it, like I said, I'm sure that it's okay.
I did watch the YouTube videos, so I got to see a little bit. I think you only made 4 revisions on it, I think, right?
I think it was in the end, it wasn't very many.
I think a lot that the attorney wasn't, he headed it in that respect, but it was the wording that we made changes on. I mean, so.
I don't know if you picked it up from the YouTube, but we based a lot of what we did on other cities' charters that they have right now,
Right.
including Laredo's and smaller towns too. Because it actually gives us more power over our political lives by having a charter than not having a charter.
It doesn't give the charter more power.
Uh,
It gives the city,
It gives the city more.
the city more
I feel that the perception of the people is that they think that this is gonna change the way,
structure.
yes, like the city manager council authority, and it really doesn't, because in the end, everything still has to be approved through council.
Yeah, I mean, it outlines it right here.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying, like they have this perception that the city administrator has all this power. Yeah, and I totally.
Appreciate you telling us.
My thing is, I was very informed here, this is my, for whatever we can do. But like I said, there was a lot of negative stuff out there,
Yeah.
that it scared a lot of people.
Yes. Yes,
I'd really like for you or anybody to bring up any negative you've got at any time. And
If you see something you don't like or something that, you know, there's a reason why there's a fairly diverse group of
Yeah.
people in here. And the reason being is because, you know, our job is to make sure that people from as many backgrounds within this community, and even outside of this community, that potentially maybe want to come and become part of this community, which I think should be a goal for this town, is retention of our own skilled and labor and workforce, and the ability to bring people in. That's a very thing. That's a very big thing that I care about. And so, you know, this commission being as diverse as I think as we are, you know, if anybody has anything to say, hey, I don't like the way that that's worded, or that worries me, or I think the people in my area are gonna absolutely hate that for this reason, we absolutely wanna hear it. Because we want this thing to be fair for everybody.
I think the biggest problem that we had was how we disseminated the information. We really never, there wasn't anything posted out there, or nobody was coming to the meetings, and then
It almost seems
whoever had
secretive.
signs out there were putting the wrong information, and that nobody was actually contradicting or just saying, hey.
And we really encourage that y'all spread the word, tell people to come so they can come and sit and listen and hear what it's actually about.
Because whatever so far is like the opposite of I heard before when you want to start at her. And that's what I'm saying. It was scary to a lot of people.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so then I can go out there and say, hey. this is for us.
To organize that, you know, a little bit of that public outreach part of everything where people can kind of come in and be heard and listen to us. I think we definitely need to set a schedule. Do we have a current schedule set for the meetings as
No, that what's gonna be,
so I'll ask you guys and ET and all of you. So no, when are you, I mean, you said 7 days, so you'll be back next.
I'll be out for 7 days, so we can do it. Y'all can have a meeting next week if y'all want.
Right.
And then y'all can just kind of recap and give me the information and
Yeah. Catch you up.
y'all
What,
discuss.
go ahead.
My suggestion is not do it more than every other week.
Every other week, you think? We're no rush for this.
We got a little burnout.
Yeah, we had to do it pretty fast, like every week.
yeah. I don't wanna do it.
Because of time.
So we're thinking bi-weekly. Kind of what days work best for you guys? This 5:30 till 7 o'clock work for you all? Is there a specific day that works best? I know that the churches meet, you know, sometimes.
Thursday.
Thursday? So Tuesdays and Wednesdays, would those days be
What?
either or, Tuesdays or Wednesdays?
I know Tuesdays or Thursdays.
Tuesdays or
Oh,
Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, gotcha.
And Thursday's fine, like we're doing now.
Okay. So probably,
I'm in town those days, so that's good. You know, typically I go out of town to do some things, and
So-
Wednesday is my day.
so we're looking at bi-weekly Thursdays, starting from this day at 5:30 in the afternoon,
Can I offer 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock, yeah, 6 o'clock.
Sometimes I don't get off work till 6.
Okay,
I have to have somebody cover for me if I'm gone.
okay. You wanna make, I was gonna say, you wanna make it like 6:15, is that, no, 6 o'clock is good? Okay. So let's do 6 o'clock, bi-weekly, starting today on Thursdays.
And Mr. Chairman, I think we ought to not try to do any discussion on this tonight.
Yeah,
Because nobody's had a chance to look at it.
look at it, and that as well as Steve isn't here
It's
tonight.
gonna work a whole lot better if you
Once people-
study a few pages that we're gonna discuss.
Do we want to set kind of a, hey, at least read this amount of pages between then and now kind of thing?
Yeah.
I know this is a 41-page charter, and there's a lot to discern here. But I figure, like I said the other day, I read up to page 10 over a few hours, yesterday morning. Could I get you guys to, get to page 10 and notate questions, highlight what don't you like, what do you have questions about, what do you think you needs clarification about, on any of the things stated on here. And we can get that, answered and talk with Steve next meeting, or Mr. Pena, I should say.
I don't know what Mr. Pena would say, but if there's an impropriety about it or something, but it sure be nice, in my opinion, if we could get other people in town's opinion on it as we're doing it, and show them what we're going to talk about, not after it's over, what we talked about, but let them know in advance, hey, we're gonna be talking about this week.
Might be a really good
What do you
idea.
think about it? get the negative feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So are we looking at February 1st, the first meeting? That's 2 weeks from now,
February.
first. The copy of this charter is also online. It's on our website. So, and I mean, if, like I said, if anybody wants to go by City Hall, I gladly print them out a copy. Since we have a meeting date, tomorrow we'll start posting on our Facebook and, you know, hey, we're having a meeting this day to kind of start spreading the word.
Wasn't Sanders Artucci one that was against it? So, yeah, I'm glad she's on it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry she's not here,
well,
but
no,
I
that'd
was
be, I mean,
eager to
it'd
have her here.
be valuable input. I mean, see why she was against it and see what corrections we can make, you know, more or less. Go from there. I know this was not much of a meeting thus far, but so we've set a schedule. We had kind of our homework for us, which is 10, you know, I'd really love it if everybody could get down to 10 pages, notate questions, stuff like that. ET brought up a great point. Let's share this with your folks, you know, that you guys are regular in contact with, and even some that you've heard maybe have negative input, or even people that have positive input.
Yeah.
Even people that were for it. Well, why were you for it? What were the things you liked? And for the negative input, what were things you didn't like? How would you like to see things better? Did you understand what was going on? You know, like you've mentioned multiple times, a lot of people, they got the boogeyman syndrome. Everybody thought this thing was out to get them. And like I said, in pages I've read, it seems great. So
Pages is that book?
41, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's 41 pages of all writing, but I bet actually 36 here. Yeah, 36. I've read told me 41. Only 36 of this.
36. Is everybody okay with, how I contacted y'all through email? I know at the last minute I was kind of, I know most of
Well, I
y'all
didn't
were.
get your email because my phone broke, and that's where I see it. But I had been called.
Okay, okay. So do you prefer that for me to call you and tell you, hey, you know, or is the email
You can
okay?
send so I picked my phone. You can send it to the work email.
Okay, I think, okay. I didn't know, I did see that email, but I said I don't want to push that far because I know it's your work email, so. But everybody else is fine.
If you don't hear from us though, please contact us again.
Yeah, because I was
Text
stressing,
or
I was
phone.
stressing this week. I was like, I have
Yes.
ETs. Mine was ET because ET is usually the first one to reply, and I'm like, I haven't heard from ET. What's going
I
on?
know.
But yeah, no, I'll
I didn't get
But I was so busy.
yeah, I'm gonna send it from the Gmail account because for some reason the City of Catula one, it won't. I know like it kicked back some of y'all's email, so I'm just gonna do the Gmail to make sure everybody gets it. But I'll try my best to get it to y'all. If I don't hear from y'all, I'm gonna bug y'all.
Sounds good. ET guys, I mean, do we look like we can go ahead and adjourn? Does anybody have any questions or concerns for the time being? Are we kind of clear on what we want to do here?
an idea. Adjourn, I'd make a motion.
All vote to adjourn, say aye. All opposed, nay. All right, meeting is adjourned.